August 1974, West Pittston, Pennsylvania. The American dream seems to be within reach for the Smurl family. Jack and Janet, along with their 2 young daughters, Heather and Dawn, pull up to their new home on Chase Street. It's a charming duplex, a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's theirs. With big smiles and even bigger hopes, they step out of the car, ready to start a new chapter. The house looks peaceful, nestled in a quiet, ordinary neighborhood. They have no idea what they're walking into. No idea of the dark history soaked into the very walls of this house. A history that's been waiting patiently for new residents. For them, it's a fresh start. But for the house, it's just another beginning. The nightmare is about to unfold. Stay tuned as we dive into one of America's most terrifying hauntings. It all started so small, almost laughable. The kind of thing you'd dismissed without a second thought. I'd be downstairs, totally alone in the house, and hear these faint footsteps from the bedroom directly above me. The old floorboards creaking, just like when someone is pacing. At first, I blamed the house settling, or maybe the neighbors. But it kept happening. Then came the water faucets. I'd walk into the bathroom to find the sink running, a steady stream pouring down the drain. I knew for a fact I had turned it off tightly just moments before. These little things, they start to add up. You try to rationalize them, find logical explanations, but deep down a tiny seed of fear begins to grow. You start to wonder if you're really as alone as you think. Stay tuned to see what happened next. It started last Tuesday, just after midnight, when the whole house was dead quiet. At first, it was just a faint scratching sound, like a mouse trapped somewhere. We tried to ignore it, telling ourselves it was just the old house settling. But then the scratching got louder, more frantic. It sounded like long, sharp nails dragging down the inside of the drywall, right behind our heads as we lay in bed. Then came the other sound, a heavy, dragging noise. Thump, ... scrape ... thump ... scrape ... moving slowly from one end of the house to the other, all from within the walls. We've had exterminators, plumbers, and even a structural engineer come out. They found nothing. No pests, no pipe issues, nothing. But every single night, just after midnight, the sounds return. And last night, it sounded like it was right outside our bedroom door. What do you think is in our walls? Let me know in the comments. This is a story that still gives me chills just thinking about it. My parents were at home, just a regular evening. My mom was in the kitchen getting a glass of water, and my dad was walking out of the living room. Their paths crossed at the end of the hallway, and for just a split second, they both froze. Standing at the far end of the hall, where it was darkest, was this incredibly tall, black figure. It wasn't a shadow. It was solid, like a person, but completely devoid of any features. It was just there. My mom said she felt this wave of cold wash over her. They both blinked, and in that instant, it was gone. They looked at each other, and my dad just whispered, "Did you see that?" My mom could only nod. They never saw it again, but they never forgot it either. What do you think it was? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Have you ever felt like you're not alone in your own home? For me, it started subtly. A dish out of place, a door slightly ajar. I brushed it off, thinking it was just my imagination. But then things escalated. One night, I was woken by a loud bang from the kitchen. I crept downstairs, my heart pounding, to find every single cabinet door thrown wide open. Nothing was taken. Just ... Open. A few nights later, it happened again, but tea-time glasses and plates were smashed all over the floor. The worst part, tea lights. They flicker violently, strobing like a horror movie. But electricians have checked everything. They say the wiring is perfect. I've captured some of it on camera, and honestly, I'm scared. What is happening in my house? Let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced anything like this. Don't forget to subscribe for updates. Have you ever felt a sudden chill? A sense of being watched when you're all alone? Imagine that feeling turning into something far more terrifying. This is the story of the Martin family, who moved into their dream home, only for it to become a living nightmare. It started with whispers in empty hallways and objects moving on their own. But then, the unseen presence grew bolder. One evening, as the family watched TV, an invisible force shoved the youngest daughter off the couch. Later, the father woke up with 3 deep, painful scratches etched across his back, as if clawed by an unseen beast. They had no explanation, no visible intruder, just the chilling realization that they were not alone. What would you do if the very air in your home turned against you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more chillin' tales. Stepping through the front door of 112 Ocean Avenue, Ed and Lorraine Warren were immediately struck by the oppressive atmosphere. This wasn't just any house. It was a place steeped in tragedy and something more sinister. Lorraine, a gifted clairvoyant, felt a heavy, dark presence the moment she entered. Ed, a demonologist, began methodically setting up their equipment. Cameras were placed in key locations. Audio recorders were ready to capture any disembodied voices, and religious artifacts, like crucifixes and holy water, were strategically positioned throughout the home. They weren't just ghost hunters. They were spiritual warriors preparing for battle. Their mission was clear: to understand the force terrorizing the Lutz family and, if possible, to cleanse the house of its evil. This was the beginning of one of the most famous and controversial paranormal investigations in history. Stay tuned to see what they uncovered. Things just took a serious turn. We were in the master bedroom, setting up the spirit box, when T's deep guttural growl echoed from the hallway. It wasn't an animal. It was something else. Something ... angry. Everyone froze. Then, the temperature plummeted. I'm talking visible breath, goosebumps on your arms, kinda cold. It was like walking into a freezer. And the smell. Oh God. The smell. It started faint, like old, damp earth, but then it intensified into this putrid, sulfur-like odor that filled the entire house. It was so strong it made your eyes water. We've captured EVPs and seen shadows before, but this is different. This feels aggressive, like something is making its presence known, and it doesn't want us here. We're rolling all cameras, trying to pinpoint the source. Stay with us. This is getting intense. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see what happens next. You'd think moving would solve the problem, right? Pack up your stuff, get a new place, and leave the ghosts behind. Well, for the Smurl family, it was not that simple. After enduring terrifying phenomena in their Chase Street home, they finally decided enough was enough. They found a new house, hoping for a fresh start, a clean slate, away from the unseen forces that had turned their lives upside down. But as they settled into their new home, a chilling realization dawned on them. The strange noises, the foul odors, the moving objects. It all started again. It wasn't the house that was haunted. It was them. The entity, or whatever it was, had attached itself to the family and followed them. Imagine that horror. The one thing you're running from is latched onto you, and there's no escape. Stay tuned for more on this incredible story. The house is quiet now. We've cleansed it. We've said our prayers. And for the first time in months, there's a sense of peace. No more whispers in the dead of night. No more doors creaking open on their own. No more fleeting glimpses of something dark just at the edge of your vision. It feels like the nightmare is finally over, like we can breathe again. But sometimes, when I'm alone, I can't help but look back down this hallway. It's just a hallway now, dark and empty, but my mind plays tricks on me. Is that a flicker of movement? Did the shadows just deepen for a second? They say it's gone, but a part of me will always wonder. What if it's just waiting? What if it never really left? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more chilling stories.